Hey everyone, you can always count on Rex Murphy to put forth and present some great information and political satire, as well as some revealing information contained within the body of his articles. Good for you, Rex. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Headline of the National Post: Rex Murphy. Relax. Trudeau is busily solving our most urgent energy crisis: gender. Amid all the pipeline distractions, it's more than encouraging to know that the really more pressing, more fundamental issues of the oil patch are not being sidelined. For those still seeking some quantum of solace after the devastating Trans Mountain Court decision, turn your hungry eyes to Canada's Minister of Natural Resources, the Honourable Amarjeet Sohi. In anticipation of another G7 meeting to be held this month in Halifax on the always resonant themes of climate change, oceans, and clean energy, it is reassuring to hear from Minister Sohi that his government has not, as all may have feared, forgotten either gender and analytics or gender equity in this turbulent time. Good one, Rex. From the minister, Canada is leading by example to address the issue of gender equality in the G7 energy agenda. We will continue to engage key private sector and public sector leaders on this important issue and take actions to improve gender equality, particularly in the energy sector. We want to influence current and future leaders of Canadian industry to commit to meaningful action in the area of gender equality. Oh, by the way, this has been done in those Nordic countries that a lot of the leftists, the collectivists, try to espouse as being, these are the beacons of freedom and this is where socialism resides, and look at how great they're doing. Hey, by the way, they've tried all these experiments, but hey, the study's in, the proof is in, and you know what? The more you try to socially intervene in people's lives and turn men into women, women into men, it does the opposite. Hey, is it reverse psychology? Is that what Trudeau's doing here? I don't know. To me, it'd be wiser just to be honest with the people than to play these political games. But in reality, they must even know. You got all these, Gerald Butts and all these dipshits. You haven't looked up and seen what kind of facts and figures are contained within some of these social experiments and studies in some of these other countries that you constantly espouse and promote? You not recognize that the more you push for this gender equality, the more the divide gets? Because, hey, men are men, women are women. Like it or not. Yeah, there are exceptions. Yeah, there are outliers. That's not going to be a representation of the big picture of reality, folks. Listen, we should respect minorities. I'm totally on board. Hey, if a woman wants to come out in the construction industry and work side by side with me, building fences, driving truck, operating heavy equipment, building decks, building infrastructure, go, please, by all means, come. I'll work with you, and you know what? We'll have a great time doing so. But hey, I'm pretty certain most women don't want to have anything to do with working outside, doing these kind of heavy lifts and really physically demanding occupations, or that takes you away from home for long extended periods of time while you're just sitting behind the wheel of a truck. There are some out there, and like I say, as it should be. Why should they be prevented from seeking out occupations that they want to join or participate in? Of course they shouldn't. But to try to pretend or suggest that women now should represent the same equality in these occupations, these kind of jobs as men, good luck with that one. Hey, why don't we see the flip side of that? Ask yourself this. Why are you not hearing these social justice warriors or these feminists or these political activists talking about, hey, we need more men in healthcare, in education, because they're massively underrepresented there, aren't they? Why are we not hearing that? Or in palliative care? Why? What? What's the reason? Or daycares. There's just not enough male daycare workers, right? We're not hearing any of that though, are you? I wonder why that is. But because they probably do recognize that actually men and women are very much different. It's just that they want to be political opportunists and they see, hey, there's other areas in the economy where these people are making a lot more money, and hey, we want to be able to force women into these occupations so that we can show some kind of gender equality as far as pay equity. What? So you want to force women into occupations they're not in the least bit concerned or interested in, for what? What? Maybe so the government can get more tax money? Maybe. That seems to be the most plausible reason as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, I do thoroughly enjoy Rex, and I will suggest you do continue on to read this article. But I'm going to try to tie my video up here real quick. I've already done a few, and I've had a little bit of a disappointment already today. I did an interview with Tim Moen that didn't work out the way I was hoping. So I'm just going to, I think I'm going to tie this video up, and then I'm going to call it a day and try to spend a few hours with my lovely lady and just enjoy the rest of the evening. And maybe after watching this video, you should do the same. Hey, put your personal business together and in order, and that actually helps create genuine liberty, because others around you will see that that's what's important. That's what matters most. And politics, that's just a side note that we do have to deal with. We do have to cover, but it can't be the driver and the dominant force in our lives. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.